Hi friends, happy Saturday. Susan Campfield here with SueStampfield.com. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, we're going to create together. We're going to make a fun fold card tonight. Yay, so exciting. Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. So thank you for all that you do. You're amazing. And let's just make the world a little bit kinder. A lot kinder would be fantastic. Tonight we're going to make, as I mentioned, a fun fold card. I am pre-recording this video because I am currently at the Stampin' Up! Convention, which is called Onstage. This is Saturday night, so we're just wrapping everything up, and I will have been there almost a whole week. So I'm excited to share. The card I'm sharing is actually the one that I created for my team event. I'm having a team gathering before Onstage starts, and they're going to be doing several projects, and this is one of them. So excited to show it to you. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I want to remind you that I do send out free project sheets to my email subscribers, and if you want to subscribe to those free project sheets so you can print them out, they do match many of my videos, and just go to SueStampfield.com, click on subscribe. I send them out about twice a month, so let me know if the card we're doing tonight, if that's one you would like to have a project sheet on, and let's dive right in. All right, so I'm gonna go to hit a button. There we go, this camera. So we're using a stamp set tonight called Thankful Garden and a beautiful designer series paper called Lovely Garden. They're made to go together. Now we used this Lovely Garden recently, last Saturday night. Do you guys remember? That video adventure, oh my goodness. We made this fun fold card right here, and we did a second one with another pattern in the pack. This one we did add some black that just adds a nice little pop. Speaking of pop, it really does pop up, doesn't it? So this time, and for these we use the Unbounded Love stamp set, but today we're going to use the Thankful Garden stamp set. So I'm going to set these aside and let's dive right in. We're going to use that same paper. Now I'm in process of making the name tags for my team event. I've got, oh my goodness, things in trays everywhere, swaps, all the things happening here. So let's go ahead and make our card. Excited. Okay, so where do we want to start? I'm going to start by doing some embossing. So I've got a piece of fresh freesia here. Oh, hang on, I got to grab my measurements. I printed them out. Actually printed them out twice. Let's bring in the die cutting machine here. Let me just slide some things out of the way so I've got room for this. All right, so we're going to emboss this piece of fresh freesia. Now I cut this at 3 by 4 3/8. You could also cut it at 3 by 4 1/4 if you prefer. This folder is a 3D folder, and it corrugates your paper. And it's a pretty deep corrugation. So what happens is your paper tends to shrink a bit. And so when I did it 4 1/4, it left some gaps. And so I went the other way. I went with 4 3/8, which makes it a teeny bit long, but I'd rather have it too long than too short, if that makes sense. So it'll make sense here, I think, when I put the card together and show it to you. But this folder is so awesome. It's a great way to add a lot of texture to your card. Again, it's called the Mini Corrugated 3D Embossing Folder, and it's part of a suite. In the last video on Tuesday, we made this card, which is part of the Woven Texture Suite, and that's this Mini Corrugated. It's part of that suite, or you can just get it separately. Your choice. All right, so I have my fresh freesia corrugation there. Fantastic. Let's pop this back over here. It's out of our way, and let's take a look at our card. So we have a card base that's fresh freesia here. This is 11 by 4, and I've scored it in multiple spots. So I've scored it at 2 3/4. Fold it on that one. And oh wait, I'm sorry. Do it the way your measurements say, Sue. Okay, it is scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And I am doing it like an accordion. So I've got mountain and then valley folds, like so. This is going to be the top of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and grab... We play a little game here at Sue Stampfield called the Found It game. When I lose... found it! when I lose something and find it again, we all take a sip of our beverage. So I have located my bone folder. Take a sip, friends. What is in your cup tonight? Let me know in the comments. All right, so we have this. This is our first Z. You can you see the Z shape, sort of? So that's the first. This is a double Z fold card. Sorry, I should explain that. So we've got that. I'm going to just give it another good crease. Now I have a second piece. This one is going to form the second part of our double Z. Okay, so this one is 3 1/4 by 9. And it's scored at 4 1/2 and 2 1/4. Okay, so, well, I should say 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. Say it in the order that it's done, Susan. Come on. All right, let's go ahead and do the same thing on this. We're going to accordion fold this one like so. There's our Z. You can see that. Again, the measurements on this one were 3 1/4 by 9, scored at 2 1/4 and 4 1/2. Okay, so these two Z's, this one we had the short pieces on the front. This one we're going to have the long piece on the front and the short ones on the inside. Okay, so we're going to start by attaching this portion to the top of our card. So I'm going to just put some adhesive. Now I don't want to, it's going to go on like this. So I don't want to get adhesive too far or I'll get in trouble. I don't want adhesive below where this fold is. Okay, in fact, I want to make sure it's well above that. So we're going to add some sticky on here. And then we're going to close up this, this fun fold, and we're just going to center this on our card. I'm glad I was showing this to you because I need to teach this to my team when we do our event. So it's good practice for me. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to crease that down. All right, now I just need to open it up and put some adhesive here. And then we're going to close the card up like so and press again. Okay, now we've got this double Z fold. Just a fun fold, right? All right, so now the fun, even funner part is decorating our card. So we're going to add that piece of corrugation that we did right on top here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive. I'm actually going to put the adhesive on the white because that way it'll keep from flattening out my corrugation. And so you can see that it's almost the right size now, even though I started with a piece that was a little bit longer than the layer should be normally, but because the corrugation kind of bunches it up, it ended up being about perfect. And then we're going to add a piece of designer paper. Now again, this is from the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. These are several of those other patterns. So awesome. And that Lovely Garden, the Thankful Garden bundle has these beautiful masks and fun things, so you can do cards like this. This is from last month's Crafternoon. This is the Pop and Wiggle card. You can find information about all of these cards on my blog, SueStampfield.com, and there is a written tutorial if you want to purchase that for that card. Crafternoon is coming up here in March. That is my monthly virtual class. And those people who placed a qualifying order of $50 in Stampin' Up! Product last month in my online store will be getting a packet to make the card, this month's special fun fold card, in the mail with me in the video. If you would like to create with me next month, place a $50 order of Stampin' Up! Product in my online store here in, what month are we? March? And then you'll be able to create with me in April. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Can you tell I'm a little tired, friends? Like, oh, so much packing, so many things. All right, we're going to make a fence on the front of our card. So I have 4 pieces. Oh, did I tell you the size on this? I did not. So sorry. I'm sure our friend Mary Nass dropped it in the comments here on YouTube, but this is 2 3/4 by 4. Okay, now our little fence posts here are... There are 4 of them, and they're 1/2 inch by 2 1/2 inch. And those are the vertical boards for our fence. We also have 2 horizontal boards that are 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. All right. So I need some dimensionals here. And I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on each fence board. You could probably just do 1, totally your choice. Add those. I love dimensions and I don't want them to like get squished flat on the end. So I'm choosing to do 2. And I like that. Having them popped up really gives them more of a fence look, I guess what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's start with fence post 1. Now, if you've ever had the ill fortune to build a fence, it's a lot of work, a lot of hard labor. This is the easiest fence you'll ever build. So we got fence board number 1, boom, right there. I am going to now do the fence board number 4 over here, and that will help me find the right placement for fence boards 2 and 3. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to lightly set this one in place. So I think I got that over too far. I'm pretty sure I got to move that. So I don't want it to stick too much because I'm probably going to adjust it. Yeah, I did. A little too much gappage there. Let's try that placement. And again, just don't press, so that gives you the ability to kind of move things around. That looks better to me. So I've got my vertical fence boards in place. And now I'm going to add my horizontal ones. Is that one a little higher than the others? You look a little higher than the others. Again, don't press down until you're 100% happy with it. Just so that you can, you know, move things around. All right, so then we have our horizontal fence boards. And these are, once again, I think I already gave you the dimensions, but there are 2 of them. They're 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. And I'm going to take glue dots and my take your pick tool here. And I stuck myself to a glue dot, friends. That's the kind of day we're having here. I'm going to add a glue dot on that fence post about 1/4 inch down, and one at the bottom of the fence post about 1/4 inch up from the bottom. And I'm going to do the same over here. You don't need to worry about the center ones. Just get some glue on those outside ones. Right there. Okay, can you see that? If I hold it up in the light, they're kind of shining. Okay, and then we're going to add our fence boards, finish off our fence here. So we're going to add this one. And the fence board is the same length as the white paper. You can see that glue dot poking through. That's no good. Tuck it down a little bit. There we go. All right, and then let's add the bottom fence board. Again, I'm lining up the fence board with the edge of the white Z-fold piece, like so. Okay, I got my cute little fence built there. And now we just need to add some words to our card. So I'm going to use, so this stamp set has with love as one stamp and then and thanks as a second. So with love and thanks. I just want the word thanks. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a skinny piece of basic white. This one is, that's not the right size, is it? Yeah, 1/4, is that? Wait, hang on, hold the phone. No, that's not right. My measurements are off on my sheet. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is 3/8 inch. And I've cut it way longer than I need. Like, this is a tiny word, and I've cut it super long. And I did that on purpose, in case I mess up. I could do the second one. This is exactly what I did for my team, because we are going to be having our team event in the convention center, and it's not like I can run upstairs to the stamp room and get more paper, right? So I just stamped the word "and thanks" right there on that 3/8 inch piece. This one is, oh gosh, what is this? I don't know. It's like 3.5 inches. Way longer than I need. You can see how what I really needed. And I'm going to now cut it down. You could do this with a paper trimmer. I'm just going to do it with a pair of scissors. And I don't want the ampersand. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it right there, and so it just leaves me with just the word thanks. Boom, right like so. Now you can even up the other side if you wish. totally up to you. And then we're going to adhere it to this black piece. The black piece is a 1/2 inch. Again, same length, way longer than we need. But just in case there's a boo-boo, I'm covered. And I'm just going to stick this on so I see about the same. Oh, I'm going to stick it on crooked apparently. Good job, Sue. Sometimes you can do crooked on purpose so that, yeah, if you have trouble cutting it straight, cut it at an angle. Don't even do straight. And then we're just going to trim that off to fit. And now we've got our cute little thing. So I left a little too much there. I'm going to shave off a bit. There we go. That looks better to me. All right, so we got my little word thanks there, and I'm just going to pop that in place right here on this fence board. And I'm just going to attach it with a glue dot. You absolutely could pop it up again if you want. It will make your card thicker for mailing. Just be aware of that. I'm going to just put a glue dot on there and pop it on that bottom fence board. All right, there we go. And then if you want to do an inside greeting, you would put it right here, or you can just write a message. Thanks so much for that thing that you did. Thanks for making and sending handmade cards and being awesome. All right, to make the world a kinder place, right? So there we have our double Z. This is a vertical double Z. You can also do them horizontal. Double Z fold cards. So let me slide things out of the way and bring in the dimensions here so that you can take a screenshot of that. All right, friends, take your photo right there. And thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to flip the camera here. Happy Saturday to everyone. Where's the right, hit the right button, Sue. There we go. Yay. Happy Saturday. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I hope you get a time to get a little creating in there. And then Monday, you could pop some cards in the mail, right? Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You're absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. So thank you for all that you do. And I'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time for another creative video. See you then. Bye-bye.